Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I hope you are all having a wonderful Saturday. Thank you all for spending a little bit of that Saturday with your boy right here. It's Nebulosis, and I hope you guys are all doing scrumptiddly-docious. I see we have Horror Story in here. What's up, my man? I hope you're doing well. You are all in on watching the Olympics. Who were you rooting for, if I may ask? And what was the event that you were most hyped for? I mean, I would maybe take a guess that it would be ice hockey. Ice hockey was my favorite one as well, even though I'll be honest, I didn't watch too much of the Olympics. I didn't watch too much of these Winter Olympics. But yeah, everyone else, I hope you guys are having a wonderful Saturday. I hope the weather's nice wherever you are. It's finally starting to warm up here. Just need to wear a light sweater outside instead of a thick jacket. So that makes me happy. And today we are visiting a card that I absolutely love, Nuck Steadfast Second. You can see him on screen right here. Other creatures we control have haste, and artifact cards and red cards, we can warp them out for just 3 mana. Instead of spending their actual mana cost, and there's 2, count it, 1, 2, do that secret magic trick where you go bam. 2 new cards from the TMNT set that I think work really nicely with Nuck. One of them is Krang, 9 mana. Of course, we're not spending that 9 mana, we're warping this bad boy out for just 3, but then we get a 9/9 with Flying Trample, haste and indestructible, which is really nice. And then also Ralph and Mikey, Troublemakers. This guy I think is going to be awesome in this deck, because if we can warp him out for just 3 mana, we can go to attack steps, and whenever Ralph and Mikey attack, we get to reveal cards from the top of our library, put a creature card tapped and attacking. There is a tiny little chance that we hit a Mr. Llanowar Elf. That would be very sad. Also a tiny chance that we hit the Zookeeper Mechan. That would also be really, really sad. But, well, this is 8 cards in total. This is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So maybe slightly higher than a little bit of a small chance that we hit some payoffs. Drakaseth, 7/7, punching in Overlord of the Boil Burges when he enters, ping the opponent for 4, swing in for 5. The young Etali, Primal Storm. It's not Etali, the Primal Hunger, my favorite Etali, but still a roulette version. Really, really fun one. And then maybe we can pop off with some Stormscale Scion, and we also have Clive from the Final Fantasy set. Horror Story says USA hockey #1. Indeed, we scooped up that gold medal like it was no one's business. Curling second. Curling is a really, really funny one. Figure skate. I think figure skating can be pretty cool as well. And Horror Story is excited for the Tnuk gameplay. So am I. So yeah, I played Tnuk. I think it was literally the first deck I played when the Edge of Eternity set came out, because this guy is so much fun. And I memed a little tiny bit, and I kept a little bit of that meme in there with the Stormscale Scion. He has the Storm ability where we can see it right there. Whenever we cast this spell, copy it for each other spell that we've cast this turn as well. So we hope to, play a bunch of really cheap creatures, which, we have a few of them, to get our storm count up. But the way that we meme this a little bit is with Tnuk. Warping a creature out does count as a casting cost. So get Tnuk on turn 4. Next turn, for just 3 mana, we can warp out, hopefully, the Iridescent Tiger. And like I said, it's turn 4. So it should technically be turn 5 then. We have 1 mana left over. Iridescent Tiger adds 5 mana himself, so that's 6 mana in total. Hopefully with Tanuk, we have 2 more creatures that we could warp out for just 3 mana. So 6 divided by 3 means 2 more creatures to warp out. One of them can hopefully be one of our payoffs, and then the final one can hopefully be Stormscale Scion. So oh, tomorrow's the Paralympics? That would be awesome. Yeah, we have the men, women, both taking home gold. Yeah, that would be really, really funny if in the Paralympics we took home gold as well. So yeah, that's the deck we're going with. How about we just jump into a game? Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. Everyone else who's joining us, thank you. Welcome to the neighborhood, as I call it. Welcome to the neighborhood. Hope the tunes in the background aren't too loud. I know Horror Stories here, so you can let me know. But anyone else in chat, be happy to hear what you guys think of these background tunes. And it doesn't just need to be the tunes. How are you guys enjoying the TMNT set so far? Honestly, I wasn't hyped about TMNT, I'll be honest. Ooh, this one's pretty rough. Triple Tanuk. I think we have to take a mulligan right there, which is pretty rough. This one we can keep, and we'll ship back Ultram. Yeah, like I was saying, I wasn't super hyped about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's not my favorite piece of, Universe Beyond, or however you want to call it. This one, unfortunately, we have to name a robot. That is pretty funny. Just to have the red mana for the Zookeeper Mechan. But I'll be honest, there have been some really, really fun cards. I have absolutely loved Super Shredder. I played him in a Golgari deck just this last Wednesday. That was a really, really fun deck. Honestly, a really, really good deck as well. And then there is also the cloning of Shredder. I tried to meme with that one a little bit with Yuna. I'm working on a better cloning of Shredder deck myself. That one might actually be Wednesday's video. I think we'll get a few games today for Monday's video. But yeah, I've actually really been enjoying this TMNT set. Unfortunately, missed a land drop. That's a big yikes. That is a big yikes. Opponent looking to be just mono red aggro. I guess he's going to put a +1 on the Charming Scoundrel, but we still have a pretty nice block. And that's why I actually really like the Zookeeper Mechan. 3 toughness is pretty nice. All right, deck. I mean, yeah, you're not going to win too many games when you keep missing land drops. So that is unfortunate. But, yeah. And I'll be honest, chat. Another game that I have been absolutely loving lately, Resident Evil 9. I have been playing that one a lot lately. I'm actually working on a kind of like a guide, like how to kind of speed run the game, because there is an achievement where you get it done in under 4 hours. So yeah, I'm working on finishing the playthrough, and I actually nearly have it done. So maybe I'll even have that video come out this week. All right, that is a block right there. There we do hit the land drop, but are we just dead next turn? I don't think we take 14 damage, but they are playing with Monument. Maybe should have gotten 2 red sources. Let's see, 2, 4, 5, 6. I mean, there is a chance if we hit a land. Oh, Dracousith would also be pretty good as well. But I think we'll try Ralph and Mikey. They've got Ralph. Attacking creatures gain a double strike. Oh, are we just dead? Yeah, and they get to ping us with Monument. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I think it was just those 2 turns missing a land drop. Taking a mulligan and then not hitting our lands. Yeah, opponent just, was that 15 damage on... Is that 3rd turn 4? Did they also miss a land drop? I don't know. Who knows? Yeah, Horror Story has been trying to make Tanuk work as well. You're playing the very first Resident Evil, so I've actually never played the very first one. The first Resident Evil game I actually ever played was Resident Evil 5 with my best friend on the Xbox 360. Honestly, that game, some of the best couch co-op you guys will ever experience. Not sure you can really capture that feeling again. And then I got Resident Evil 6, which was kind of whatever, and then I took a break for a little while, and then I picked it up again on Resident Evil 8. I absolutely loved Resident Evil 8, and then last summer I got like the Resident Evil 2, 3, and 4 like remake package, and been really enjoying those. So all right, this one opponent's going first. We just can't get an elf on turn 1. This is a turn 2 elf. I just really don't like taking a mulligan. This one we can keep. And I guess Mr. Italy has to get shit back. Alright, opponent with Temple of Malice. Fearless, what is up, my guy? Horror Story. Stayed up 3 nights in a row playing RE1. That is awesome to hear that. That is awesome to hear that. Tithing Blade, that's big sad. Alright, now our hand is looking pretty bad. There is Encroaching Dragonstorm. Hopefully we can work our way up to that. Opponent might maybe be a little bit of a slower deck. Ooh, weapons manufacturing, that's rough. So they are playing with, what's that snake called? The Rottenmouth Viper. They're looking to make a ton of munition tokens. Caretaker's Talent doesn't do it. They need artifacts. Oh, there's an artifact right there. Create the munitions token. Ooh, there is Tunuk, but we missed the land drop. Oh, guys, that is so sad. Just because I feel like if we hit a land next turn and get down to Nuck, I have a feeling he just has another Tithing Blade or something like that. No, so this deck is actually Tunuk Steadfast second, so, but, I mean, we also have Ramp, so it's a little bit of both, I would say. Alright, he's sacking 1 munition token to draw a card. We do hit a land drop, but it comes in tapped. Oh my gosh, deck. We are just getting absolutely... I might honestly go up 1 copy of a land, because this is big sad. This is 2 games in a row where our land situation, kinda pulling us down, to be honest. The opponent's just popping off. Yeah, Legion Extruder. I mean... You know what? Maybe... I mean, he for sure has drawn the Rottenmouth Viper. He is a third of the way through his deck. And he's going to level up the Caretaker's Talent. Probably make a copy of... Yeah, that one. Okay, we're going to do it like this. We'll get to knock down next turn, because then we can at least warp some creatures out. We'll get double red. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, then we'll still have 3 mana left over. Maybe even if we draw a land, I hope we draw a land, guys. I kind of hope the opponent taps out, because then we can go Iridescent, or we can go Tunuk, into Iridescent Tiger, into Ralph and Mikey, into Stormscale Scion. So maybe we will have pulled this one off out of absolutely nowhere. Opponent does need to tap out, even though... they could have some instant speed, kill spells, Bitter Triumph, or something like that. Four mana to work with. And it is the Rottenmouth Viper. How much is that pinging us for? Is that literally just 7? Oh. I think the opponent just got us, sacking all those munition tokens. Oh, that is so unfortunate. He even had 2 mana extra. That sucks. Or 2 damage extra. Weapons manufacturing, I mean, I made a deck like that. The one that guy had, pretty decent one as well. I feel like that's a, I don't want to say relatively straightforward one to build, but I think there's a lot of decent artifacts. Yeah, like the Tithing Blade to make opponents sack. And then, yeah, you just run it with the Rottenmouth Viper. Opponent was playing with Caretaker's Talent. I really don't know if you want to splash in a third color. Oh, I wanted to change the land. Fearless, how are you doing, my man? It's good to have you here. Happy to have you here. See, we have a few other people in here as well. Welcome, welcome. All right, guys. This hand... This one looks like a keeper. This one looks like a keeper. Because we can get down the Zookeeper Mechan, and then we can go into Tanuk. An opponent might just be a mono white life gain. Let's get down starting town. I don't mind taking 1 damage. All right, now we are drawing a ton of lands, so... Lagawell, Cat Collector, so opponent might be a cat deck, not necessarily mono white life gain. Even though this deck, does, try and gain some life as well. Yeah, this is where Zookeeper Mechan is just really nice. Just 3 toughness, honestly pretty nice. That's a medium-sized booty right there. Oh, and we found Krang. Let's go, guys. This is looking pretty spicy. Hopefully, I'm going to ask for no Sheltered by Ghosts, but I have a feeling they just always have it. Oh, it's Aang's Iceberg. Well, yeah, that just is how our day is going today. An opponent gets to saddle up right away. Get Iridescent Tiger down, but that really doesn't do too much for us. Ooh, Ralph and Mikey? Alright, Ralph and Mikey. I will auto-pay that one. Oh, we don't have any green mana. Should have maybe gone down to Forest. Because, yeah, these Thornspire Verges are not turned on. Now they are. 2, 4. Alright, we do have 7 mana next turn. If our Zookeeper Mechan stays alive. So, let's hope that happens. Then hopefully Ralph and Mikey can find some power for us. There's Arabo. Ooh, they all get a pump. Yikes. That's 6. A Johnny's Pridemate. All right, at least I wanted to say they're not gaining any life right away, but of course with the Glory Health links they are, and I think the opponent just has too wide of a board state to really attack through, so I think that this is just another L for your boy. All right, well, here comes Ralph and Mikey. Don't really know what we could hit. The stick from the opponent is to sack Aang's Iceberg. That is the only thing the opponent can do. And let's see what we hit. And again, I think all the attacking triggers, I don't think they proc. Yeah, Overlord. So this guy does proc because he is entering, but we don't get the attacking trigger from him. So yeah, opponent just finishes off on the crackback. So we will just go to the next one. All right, Fearless has been playing the Azorius Mirror Form deck that I built lately. That, yeah, honestly, I think is a pretty decent one. How has that been doing for you? How has that one been doing for you, Fearless? And honestly, I'm working on another Mirror Form deck. I don't want to build it too soon because I feel like I've played a decent amount of Mirror Form lately. And hey, I'm happy to hear that you're doing well, my man. I'm happy to hear that you are doing well. I hope everyone in chat, if you're just lurking, that's 100% fine. I hope you guys are doing well as well. And I hope your weekends are going well. All right, Tanuk, Landmore Elf, Ralph and Mikey. This is the game, guys. This is the game. Opponent's got the Venta Black Sleeve. Look at that. It's just a black hole. Just... This guy's name is Dark as well. Is this... I don't think this is Super Shredder, right? I don't know my TMNT lore, so you guys will have to forgive me for that. I guess we get Starting Town down. This one will eventually come in untapped. I think this is... I wonder if this is a visual bug. I don't know if anyone else is having this problem as well, and we hit an Iridescent Tiger. All right, guys. I think that this might be the game. Shared Roots definitely want a mountain just because Tanuk does need the red mana, and you know what? We'll punch in with the little elf. No way that the opponent blocks with Moonshadow. They want to grow Moonshadow, of course. Cool but rude. So whenever they discard... they get to grow Moonshadow. When they level this one up, they get to deal 2 damage as well. So honestly, it's getting a little bit scary. And I think we just go for it. Get Stomping Grounds down, and then we can get Mr. Tanuk down. And the next turn, we do have Ralph and Mikey. Please don't remove our Tanuk. Please. Come on, opponent, just play Super Shredder. Aye, guys. We just cannot have any fun today. This is wild. All right. Well, all right. Got another one. Thank you, Tanuk, for coming in on top. Opponent has 3 cards in hand plus a card draw for turn. No way that you drew another Bitter Triumph. Just like this opponent's probably saying, no way you drew another Tanuk. This is it, guys. I feel it in my fingers. I feel it in my toes. Discard a card, so that guy goes up to 4. I guess with Inti, they get to pump him up as well. Drop off a card there, so this guy's going up to 7. Maybe even 8. Yikes. But I think we'll be able to finish off the opponent. No, just 6. Another Tanuk, definitely not the one we want. But let's warp out Mr. Iridescent Tiger. And then we can warp out Ralph and Mikey. I think we didn't even need to warp him out. I think we could have just played him. And then I think we just attack all out Ralph and Mikey. We hit a Llanowar Elf. No shot. Dude, that's not even lethal. Oh my gosh, that was a terrible hit. You have to be kidding me. All right, we might go look into the deck real quick because, oh my goodness. That one's honestly pretty funny. All right, yeah, we're gonna go tweak the deck a little tiny bit because that was kind of ridiculous. And I mean, I guess the chances aren't that different because I think we play 8 copies in total of these little mana dorks and only 12 copies of like these big payoff creatures. So, all right, yeah, let's go check the deck real quick. But yeah, Fearless says that the deck's been a net positive. You're 11-3 on rank. That's pretty good. So that's Casey Jones, who we were looking at. Yeah, I guess the only problem is what spell ramp do we have? So, I mean, we are playing 3 copies of Shared Roots and 3 copies of Encroaching Dragonstorm. You know what? Honestly, I think we will go down the little elf and, is it called Glimpse? Yeah, Glimpse the Core. Let's cook with 4 copies of this one. Yeah, now we have no turn 1 play, though. It does kind of suck. I still think we keep the Zookeeper in there because he does tap to add red mana, which is pretty nice. And he does have 3 toughness. How many lands are we rocking with? Because like I said, our lands, 23. Yeah, we do want 4 Tanuks. Do we go down 1 copy of Encroaching Dragonstorm? And go up 1 more land then? You know what? Let's go down one copy of Glimpse the Core. Let's try this one. Let's try this one, yeah. And I think Spell Ramp may be a little bit better. All right, so now we just have 4 copies of the Zookeeper Mechan. And, I mean, you know, Llanowar Elves, sometimes they do get removed, so maybe the Spell Ramp is the way to go. But yeah, that was a... honestly, I don't even think it was that crazy. Because like I said, it's 8 to 12. We did have one Llanowar Elf on the battlefield, so... opponent goes first, but I think we can keep this one. Oh, I think it's the Artifact deck, which honestly a really good deck right now as well. Guess we try and get the Zookeeper down. Yeah, there's the Ravenous Robots. So let's get this guy down. But maybe I should have gone with Glimpse the Core. Yeah, it's the Pinnacle Emissary for just 1, warp them out, play a bunch of artifacts. Oh, I'm just trying to have some fun, guys. Going up against these meta decks. Ay. Turn 2. Well, it's the opponent's 3rd turn. And we miss a land drop yet again. Oh, this one can only find forests as well. That's kind of rough. That is kind of rough. And they just play out the Pinnacle Emissary, create a bunch of dinosaur tokens. Honestly, they probably don't attack with the Ravenous Robots, though. Even though I think this deck does play the Chainsaw. That does deal 3 damage, but I think they need 2 mana for that. They just have a Torch the Tower. Oh, so now we don't even have enough mana to play Encroaching Dragonstorm. Yeah, man, is it? Okay, we did draw the land, but I think we're just dead next turn. 2, 4, 6. Yeah, we are literally just dead. Turn 5 kill. You love to see it. Is it Artifacts? You think it'll win the next tournament? I'm not sure about that, man. Last one, I mean, it is a good deck for sure. I thought the last like tournament winner was the like the Landfall package. I thought Landfall package did really well. But maybe that was the previous one. I'm not sure if that's updated with the TMNT set. Because, yeah, that Artifact deck is nasty. Yeah, man, I feel like Izzet has just been so strong for so long. Alright, guys, we gotta go first. Commercial District, nice little Surveil. This is a keeper, so turn 2, Zookeeper Mechan, into a, hopefully turn 3, Nuck. We need to find some of our payoffs. And we'll see what we're playing against. If the opponent's a little bit slower, maybe we just go with Encroaching Dragonstorm. Because the turn that we get Nuck down, if we wait a little bit, then maybe we can at least warp something out right away. Oh, well, there is an Etali, so I think we will... Well, mono black, that is kind of scary. Oh, I say mono black, they've played literally just 1 land. But the Requiting Hex, so honestly, I think we do wait. It's Gruul with Agimul Cub. Ooh, there is a Ralph and Mikey. Requiting Hex does not answer to Nuck. Earthbender's Ascension. Have that land pop off. It can now tap to add 2 mana. Opponent looking to maybe play another card, but no. All right, guys, I'm full greed. This is Greed Lord right now. I'm not sure I would recommend this play line, but at least we survive a Requiting Hex. We survive a direct fight spell, if that is what they have. Yeah, just another Earthbender's Ascension. So they have 4 mana to work with. Both those Earthbender's Ascensions pop off. 4 cards in hand. and it's just a changeling. They tap out to do that, so not sure what deck the opponent's playing with. When we found a Zookeeper Mechan. Yeah, so we can do it like this. We get down Zookeeper Mechan, we just pay him, and Tanuk gives him haste, so he can tap to add mana right away, and then we still have 3 mana left over, so we can warp out Ralph and Mikey. And then, this is a full out attack. Ralph and Mikey, yes, we hit an Etali, and yeah, unfortunately, the attacking trigger does not proc. The attacking trigger does not proc, but, I mean, we do have a pretty powerful board state. Honestly, we might need to look for some better creatures that have better ETB triggers. Opponent's going to remove Tanuk. No, he removes Etali. Please remove Etali. Etali is the one you want to remove. No! Man, Tanuk just cannot stay on the battlefield. Was that one an artifact? No, he is a robot. Okay. All right, well, here is a Cavern of Souls. We can name Dino with that. And then Encroaching Dragonstorm. Pull 2 lands. Definitely 2 red lands. And then Etali gets to attack. And we get the top card of both libraries, opponent's library and our library. Well, opponent is forced to block. We're still at 16. Opponent has just 1 card in hand. It's not over. Opponent takes a triple block. Wow. I think I should have removed the Changeling instead of the land, because that one comes back, procs that one, but I mean, the luck that we have had today. I mean, if we didn't have bad luck, guys, I would have no luck at all. All right, at least we got another Etali, but he doesn't have haste. We can play Ralph and Mikey. We do have 7 mana. Even though opponent can gain 4 life, they're going to crew up. Oh, and he attacks with everyone? Yikes, we're down to 4, opponent's down to 10. This is 7 damage right there. All right, Ralph and Mikey, please hit something good. Oh my goodness. I mean, I guess that is a possibility. Dude, we need to get some Fs in chat for that one. Etali literally hit a land off both of them, and then Ralph and Mikey. No joke there. Literally, the Zookeeper Mechan would have been a better hit. Like, no joke. That is wild. All right. Well, we keep forging ahead, guys. We keep forging ahead. These losses, these L's that we've been taking, honestly, pretty funny. At least the last 2. The luck has been insane with how bad it is. So, you know what every professional gambler says, you know? We're just... I actually don't know what they say, but, you know, they always think, like, we're so close. How those betting apps and stuff, they get you. You get a little bit of bad luck. Yeah, the Gear Hulk, yeah. I think I honestly maybe played with that one. All right, this is a hand we can keep. Opponent gets to go first. That is unfortunate. Oh, it's a Goblin deck. Opponent's rocking with the little goblins. Goblin Sear Slicer. All right, deck, I think that's enough lands for right now. Next turn will be the Encroaching Dragonstorm. The Bogart. Curse Crafter. Does that one say when a goblin dies? Yeah. Opponent maybe doesn't want to attack in. No, he does. All right. That's the easy block on that one right there. We get blasted for 1. All right, deck, that's really enough lands. Please, please, and thank you. Even though we will have 7 mana, I believe. 2, 4, 6, 7, yeah. So then we can get Drakuseth down. I think we can clear the board out. There's the House Squad Heavy. Goblins gain haste. Yikes, that is a lot of damage. We're down to 9. Oh, to Nuck. Let's absolutely go, guys. We will name Kavu with that one. Then we will tap that one for red. And then we only have 3 mana left over. Could go with Shared Roots. Nah, I think we have to warp out Drakuseth. And then he does get to attack. 4. All right, clear out those goblins. I think we are taking a... Well, only 2. That's not the worst. That's not the worst. And then we do have Tanuk, who's back to block. Opponent only has 5 damage on board. Oh, that one can destroy a creature with mana value 2 or less and another House Squad Heavy. That one creates a goblin. Oh, and they all gain haste. 4. Dude, this is insane, man. Now, I want to say that one is the opponent going first. I think if we went first, I think we could have maybe gotten them. Maybe we should have taken out the House Squad Heavy. I don't know, man. That's a rough one. All right, well, I think the conclusion is this Tanuk deck is just not very good. Oh. But, I mean, I already kind of knew that. He is kind of a meme card. He is definitely kind of a meme card. Maybe we honestly need some more burn spells. Just keep the board clear, because that is what we're dying to quite a bit, is just some of these creatures. All right, we got to go first. I mean, we'll keep it. We do have Ralph and Mikey glimpse the core into Encroaching Dragonstorm. Ultram, a little bit too expensive for my taste right now. Ooh, and there's Stormscale Scion, so maybe we can pop off with Storm. Maybe we could pop off with Storm, but I think we do need to Nuck to achieve that. Opponent, Selesnya Gamer right here. No, I take that back. Oh, it's a Badgermole Cub. We go Encroaching Dragonstorm. Honestly, I think we just have to go Overlord. Badgermole Cub is like I think the #1 creature that is like, you just have to answer that creature before you do anything else. That creature is just so good. Did he literally drop off? To me, it looked like he dropped off a Badgermole. All right, Dollmaker Shop. There's a Drakuseth. So, Encroaching Dragonstorm. Definitely 2 mountains right there. Overlord pops off. We have 6 mana. If we hit mana number 7, then we can go Ralph and Mikey. Well, it glimpse the core. So we do have Ralph and Mikey next turn. Opponent with the Resolute Reinforcements, and we do have 7 mana. Maybe we just go with Drakuseth just to clear the board a little bit. And it is an Ouroboros. All right, at least it's going up to 4, so we can't answer that one. But, I mean, his board is just so powerful. Are we just dead next turn? I don't think so. All right, so 4 damage. We don't even get to attack in right away because we don't have haste. Oh, my. All right, yeah, we really need to change this deck. And yeah, Ouroboros just does need to be answered right away as well. I guess I should have gone with Ralph and Mikey. I forgot that Drakuseth does not get haste. I'm used to warping him out. I just feel like the deck is changing too much. Nah, you know what? I don't want to change the deck too much. This really is like an addictive gambler where it's like, we're so close to getting it to work. We're spazzing out, guys. This is rough. And yeah, Horror Story. I mean, I agree. Yeah, Tanuk, he is just hard to make work. Because I feel like it goes two ways. Like, when Tanuk hits the board, opponents just remove him. Yeah, here, and we have double Tanuk. I will keep this hand. Commercial District can hopefully scry into a land for us. Opponent goes first, and hopefully we're not just dead by turn 4. All right, Glimpse the Core, also pretty nice. I mean, a third Tanuk? I don't think we need a third Tanuk. Yeah, I feel like you just want to ramp into the late game. I think, okay, yeah. I think I will go for a... I think we're going to look for a Pyroclasm. We're just running into way too many kind of weenie creature decks. Dominant Recruiter gives all of them +1. All right. We're going to name Kavu with this one. All right, hopefully he doesn't have another Indomitable Recruiter, or we are just dead on turn 5. Nah, I don't think Tanuk is that good, man. Honestly, I think you're better off just playing like a Smuggler Surprise deck. Just ramping into Smuggler Surprise and then hitting the opponent. But yeah, we are going with Pyroclasm. And honestly, I think we're just cutting the small creatures. All right, Pyroclasm, and we're going up another mountain. I don't think we need that many. Let's go up 2 mountains, actually. Well, we do need the green mana for all these ramp spells, so I think 4/4 is fine. Do we just cut this combo right here? No, unfortunately, I don't have Discord Horror Story. You can tell me which cards you included. I mean, Tanuk, we have to include these 2 new cards. Honestly, I think we just cut Dracosuth as well. I think Overlord of the Boilburgers is just so much better because when he enters and we can impend him for 4 mana, we can burn the opponent. I think this is what we go with then. All right, let's try this one. We'll try this one. Focus a little bit less on the creature ramp and a little bit more on the removal package. But yeah, Tanuk. Oh, opponent goes first. Do have a little bit of ramp right there. I guess we'll keep it. I just also really don't like taking mulligans. Mulligans also feel pretty bad. All right, opponent on some Gruul action. They might get Super Shredder down next turn, but we can at least go with Shared Roots, find another red source. Terminus, so they're looking to ramp a little bit. There's Ralph and Mikey. Definitely take the red source. Honestly, I think we'll just hold on to Tanuk at this point. I mean, opponent's playing with black. They probably have a kill spell. So opponent does have 4 mana to work with. And they do nothing. Do we impend an Overlord or do we go with Glimpse the Core? Honestly, I think we just ramp. Let's just ramp. We can also just play out an Overlord next turn, I believe, because this is 3 mana. We haven't played a land for turn, so it's going to be 4, 5, and then next turn 6. So we can play out an Overlord just to maybe get some removal out of their hand. And then 2 mana, can't do anything with it, so Stomping Grounds can enter tapped. And yeah, I think I am going to test the waters with Overlord. Opponent could even have a counter spell. I mean, they are playing blue. Rakshas's Bargain, really good draw spell. even though it's not technically drawing cards. Into the graveyard. On with the Maelstrom Pulse, so they are playing with some removals. So yeah, I think we get out Overlord of the Boil Burges just to have him be a little bit of fodder. Just a little bit of fodder. Ooh, Glacialwood Siege. Opponent's looking to mill us out. That's pretty cool. Well, with Riverturn Monument, that's a little bit less cool. Hopefully we hit a land drop next turn so that we can just go with Ralph and Mikey. Blast the opponent for 6. All right, opponent hits us with the end, so they do get to look at our hand, but he does only have 2 mana to work with, so I think we, well, yeah, we need a land. Tunuk being 4. We need to hit a land drop. Because then we can go to Tunuk. Do we get to draw a card off that? We do, and it is a land. Nice. But I am worried that the opponent is just holding on to a kill spell. Well, let's try it. There is a stick right now. Could be a counter spell. We only have 6 cards. Could also just be the Riverturn Monument. Opponent could have nothing. And then we can warp out Ralph and Mikey. All right, opponent, what are you doing? Is it just the Riverturn? Or is it a removal spell? No removal. So Ralph and Mikey, please hit something good. A Stormscale Scion. Oh, not the best because we didn't get any storm count, which is unfortunate because we're not casting him. And that's only 11 damage right there. So, I mean, we do have lethal on board. Opponent could have the... is it Singularity Rupture? I think it might be Singularity Rupture, but if he does tap out to do that, we do have Ralph and Mikey coming in, so I think we got this opponent. Yeah, no way that the opponent mills us out. I mean, if they have a Hasty Creature, mill half. No, they still don't have 4 mana. Ancient Cornucopia for some life gain, so they have 4 mana to work with, 2 unknown cards in hand. And it honestly might be another removal spell. He did hover over the Stormscale Scion for a second. It's just going to remove our Tunuk. So mill us out a little bit more. So 1 unknown card in hand, but we just have another Ralph and Mikey entering, so I think we got the opponent. Unless they have a discard spell right now. Well, no, then we can just play this one from the Warp Zone. So yeah, we got the opponent. 2 mana to work with, 1 unknown card in hand. And it's just another Ralph and Mikey. Alright, so this one... Well... I mean, if this is literally a kill spell to get rid of Ralph and Mikey, he is in top deck mode. I don't think he could mill us out. So yeah, there we got it done, yeah. All right, Horror Story, what are you saying? So you're trying it with Changelings, Mox Jasper for ramp. I can see that working, yeah. You have a Nexus in there. Yeah, Sire of 7 Deaths. But is Sire of 7 Deaths... He's not an artifact, though, right? So you can't warp him out with Tunuk. Is this still the Tunuk deck you're talking about? Krang. Oh, Thunderhulk and Vestige. Yeah, it sounds like it is. Hellkite. Yeah, Giantcraft Helm. Wait, how do you keep the warp creatures in play? That I don't understand. Hellkite... I do know the Giant Craft Helm. I made a warp deck with the Giant Craft Helm myself as well, and that is pretty nice. I don't get how you keep the warped creatures in play, though. Maybe I'm missing something. Mox Jasper. Oh, is it with the Nexus? Nah, I'm really not sure. All right, guys. Mono Black Tim gets to go first, but I think we can try this hand out. I just hope it's not the Is It Lesson deck or the Crab deck. What is this opponent playing? Got a triple Ralph and Mikey in our hand. I just noticed that. So Cavern of Souls, we can go ahead and name Kavu with that. Hopefully the opponent doesn't have a removal spell. Counter spell I don't care about. Oh, and we found the Iridescent Tiger as well. Okay. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this might be it. Mono Black Tim. What a lie. I don't see any mono. I see everything except Mono Black. Well, I guess we don't see any planes either. But, please, opponent. You do your thing, and I do my thing. Gentleman's handshake on that. Ooh, Michelangelo's Technique. I like that card. The funny thing, I think first week, I tried to make a deck with Michelangelo's Technique, and I was just getting absolutely slammed. Bajramul Cub deck. Is It Lesson deck. I got so fed up, guys, that I made the counter the meta deck, like that mono white deck that I made. So, all right, we're gonna do it like this. Here comes Starting Town, and then we can warp out Mr. Tiger. And he's going to add 6 mana for us. And unfortunately, all other red creature cards in our hand are just copies of Ralph and Mikey. And he is legendary, which sucks. Encroaching Dragonstorm. We would only have 2 mana left over. So we're not doing that one. We're definitely going Ralph and Mikey. And then I don't want to punch in with Tanuk, just in case the opponent goes for a double block. Bloom Tender can add a lot of mana for them. Ralph Mikey, please hit something good. Oh, Krang, let's absolutely go. Opponent forced to block. And I do like that he has Trample. So if he does block with the Leyline Weaver, opponent just takes it. He took it like a man. GG, let's go. That's how it's supposed to go. GG. Changelings will be dragons from Moxes. Yeah, that part I understood. Sire is an artifact creature? That's crazy. I thought he was an Eldrazi. Oh, that's awesome. I love Sire of Seven Deaths. Then personify them. Yeah, I was going to say, I'm pretty sure Sire of Seven Deaths is not an artifact. We can check. Servers might be down. I'm pretty sure. Let's check real quick. Do I have him in any deck? I don't think I do. We do 7. That should bring him up. Do colorless. There he is. Yeah, he's just an Eldrazi. He is not an artifact, unfortunately. I do love this guy. Really, really cool creature. But yeah, unfortunately, you can't warp him out with Tanuk. Cannot warp him out with Mr. Tanuk. Fearless is on the ball. He knows. He knows his cards. No, we still want to play Tanuk warp. It's all good. No worries. No worries, Horror Story. And Personify is a bounce card, but it's white. Yeah, I don't want to splash in another color in this deck. Don't want to splash in another color with this Tanuk deck. That honestly might be why you're maybe struggling a little bit, Horror Story. Because it sounds like you're maybe going with a 3-color Tanuk deck. I already find 2 colors a little bit. Well, nah, 2 colors have been okay so far. All right, we got to go first. Let's go. Just need to hit our 4th land drop. A little stomping grounds, a little stompy. Evolving Wild, so mono green landfall potentially. Opponent's gonna crack that right now. We'll figure out what the opponent's cooking with potentially. All right, Dimir Gamer. You choose an artifact or creature card. You have got to be kidding me. That's rough, buddy. All right, well, at least we have Overlord that we can impend next turn. Cursed Windbreaker. All right, we did hit the land drop, which is nice. Overlord, honestly, I think we just blow this one up. Don't want them flickering this card if it's something absolutely crazy. It was just a land. That's pretty funny. 5 mana, can't do anything with 5, unfortunately. Opponent goes with Teen Ninja. Oh, can't do anything with 5 mana, so starting town, thank you very much. And then next turn we will have 6. Honestly, I think... You know what, we'll try Etali. Dawn and Leo. I guess to bounce both those. Ooh, that's a nice combo. Opponent's cooking. What does he take from us? If he takes Etali, we go with Clive. If he takes Clive, we go with Etali. And opponent is all tapped out. Cavern of Souls is a nice draw. So yeah, let's go with Clive. Have a Devotion of 4. I think I will take action. Opponent's probably going to flicker this one again, so I think just getting some more creatures on or in our hand is pretty nice. And if we hit a land drop, then we can go to Nuck and warp out Mr. Etali. Opponent goes with the anti-casual. Ooh, doesn't even attack. Opponent's scared. Even though he will take our Nuck, which is unfortunate. Double. Man, this opponent's cooking. This opponent is cooking. Oh my goodness, you have to be kidding me. All right, well, at least we can get down Overlord and blow up their Dawn and Leo. And this one, just full cost. Full cost, thank you very much. Go ahead and blow this one up. And that only does 4 damage. That is my bad. All good, though. Opponent could block with anti-casual. They just take it. And now we have this Overlord online. And opponent does have a Bitter Triumph. They do take 3 damage to do that, and they are just in top deck mode. For a tiny second, I thought Overlord of the Boyle Burges dealt 6 damage. But he did not. Oh, he gets to flicker the anti-costal, whatever, anti-casual. Damn, that is a nasty combo. Opponent, I think, will be forced to block. That one comes in tapped, which is nice. Double card draw. This is a sick deck from the opponent. I'm a little bit bummed out that he took both of our Tnuk boys from us. And only dealing 4 damage is pretty rough. And it is just a Glimpse the Core. Well, we can transform Clive. I think we can then fight a creature. But opponent just has us with the Quantum Riddler. And he even has a Flicker spell. All right, opponent, you got us. Nice deck. Cool deck. Cool tech. Opponent definitely had the tech right there. Ooh, that one. Let's switch over to Wi-Fi. All right, that was a pretty nasty combo from the opponent. Yeah, and Horror Story is playing with a Boros version of Tnuk. I can see that, yeah. All right, we gotta go first. Again, this is a easy keeper. I mean, no ramp or anything, but... Ooh, opponent Are you playing with Kona? Is this a turn 4 Kona Omniscience? No. Cool, but rude. Oh, there's the Iridescent Tiger as well. All right, guys, maybe we can get the dream scenario. Monument to Endurance. I just hope the opponent leaves our Tanuk be. Don't see how they deal 5 damage. They could bounce him. Come on, opponent, please leave our Tanuk be. Yes. All right, guys, this is awesome. Opponent's all tapped out. We have 5 mana to work with, so we warp out Mr. Iridescent Tiger. He adds 5 mana himself, so we have 7 mana in total. So here comes a Ralph and Mikey warped out. And I kind of wish we had the Stormscale Scion, but, I mean, we'll take a Krang. We'll take a Krang. A nice little punch in, Ralph and Mikey. This guy's legendary as well. You have to be kidding me. But, big smack. 22 damage. Let's go. Yeah, so I guess Tanuk is kind of a... You have to answer this guy right away. And, I mean, it's not strictly the Is It Lesson deck, but, I mean, Monument to Endurance. This guy's playing with the lame but rude. You guys already know what we do to this type of deck. We say, keep that backhand strong. Bop. Get him out of here, GG. All right, that was a good one. That was a good one. And yeah, if we had the Stormscale Scion, then I think our Storm count would have been up to 3, because we cast the Iridescent Tiger, we cast Ralph and Mikey, and then we cast the Stormscale Scion himself. Or I should say we warp him out. So yeah, then we would have made 3 more copies of him, so... Alright, yeah, that was a nice one. Alright, we do have another Tanuk and an Overlord, which is nice. Do also have the Pyroclasm. Unfortunately, we don't have any green, though, but I think I will keep this. This opponent's giving me, I wanted to say Badgermole Cub, but could also be Super Shredder. Could be Moonshadow. Then Pyroclasm gonna come in clutch. Could also just be Mono Black discard. No, it's a Dimir Gamer, so probably not many creatures. Oh, a Deceit to look into our hand. Well, goodbye, Mr. Tanuk. It was nice knowing you. Pyroclasm, probably useless in this matchup, so those are just 2 dead cards right there. He takes the Overlord. That is interesting. We can get Stomping Ground down. Oh, yeah, we definitely shock this one in, because then we go Glimpse the 4. And then next turn, we have an uncounterable Tanuk. The question is, does he survive? If the opponent has a Deceit, he can, of course, bounce him back to our hand. And, I mean, opponent just has 2 of them. I mean, when you got it like that, you got it like that. That is definitely a skill issue. That's a skill issue on my part. All right, we are working our way up to Italy, though. Opponent. Dude, this guy is 10 cards deep, and he has found 3 Deceits. You love to see that. All right, well, 1 more land, and at least we can get down a Clive. Only a Devotion of 2, so not the best. Please be another Deceit. Come on. Come on, Shuffler. Do it. Do it, you pussy. Nah, just drawing a bunch of cards. Shuffler is on a absolute heater. Shuffler is undefeated, guys. We got triple Pyroclasm, 3 just useless cards in our matchup, and this guy finds 3 Deceits. It's super, maybe best card in this guy's deck. Yay. It do be like that sometimes. We can take that stop away. Missed the land drop, but we at least have shared roots. Yeah. So we can get Clive down next turn. I honestly did not mean to cast that, but I mean, we're not doing anything else, so we might as well flex on the opponent. Is this guy just the... All right, I think this is a concession from us. I mean, sure, opponent. It was just mono black discard. This guy got rid of 3 lands off the top, and it's just a land. All right, opponent. All right, I'm gonna say good game to the opponent and the shuffler right there. But I mean, this guy was. It looked to be kind of discard heavy deck, so yeah, I don't think we really had any plays until turn 4 to get our Tanuk out. So yeah, it was maybe a little bit wishful thinking. That's not true. We did have the Pyroclasms. That would have gone hard in a creature matchup, of course. But I mean, hey, it's best of 1. Of course, in best of 3, you sideboard those Pyroclasms out with the swiftness. But I mean, best of 1 is its own beast. All right, this one I think we can keep. Starting Town can add the red mana for us. Opponent with his own Starting Town. And this one is the Badgermole Cup deck. So this one, we're going to want Pyroclasm, and we're just never going to find it. So Badgermole, let's see it. We know you have it. Oh, I love when you have a Pain land. Opponent should have 100% tapped the Pain land, because then with Gene Pollinator would be untapped. He could tap his Badgermole Cup to add 2 mana, probably play either another 1 mana creature or 2 mana creature, but the auto tapper does not like tapping to pain you, so it has the Gene Pollinator tap the Starting Town. So we maybe caught a little tiny bit of a break right there. I mean, opponent still got to go first, so maybe there's a chance. And why are you playing with black, opponent? If it's any kill spells, I will be sad. Oh, opponent is going with the Shrine deck. That's pretty cool. Black is probably for the Northern Air Temple, I think it's called. All right, this is an easy Tanuk. And then next turn, you know, Overlord might be the play to blow up the Badgermole Cup deck, but honestly, I think we just go with Ralph and Mikey. Maybe we can even... Yeah, I think it is actually Ralph and Mikey, because we can take a little quick peek at the top of our deck. 2 lands right there, so opponent's ramping like crazy. I'm not sure he had a 2 mana play, so it's maybe not coming back to bite us. Stormscale Scion is pretty nice. I think we can do that one next turn. We'll be able to cast 2 spells. So let's see what's on top when this creature enters. All right, guys. Yeah, we do it like this. But he has to attack. And then it goes into... All right, wait. I need to hit the opponent with thinking. How do we do this, guys? Ralph and Mikey will hit this guy. I don't think we want Ralph and Mikey to hit that guy. So I think... Oh my gosh, I'm an idiot. Can we... Okay, we can still warp him out. Now, we'll just impend him. I wanted to warp out this Overlord because he would enter the battlefield. We could blow up the Badgermole Cub. And then this guy would get to attack right away. So then we could blow up one of his tokens. But I still think we can get the opponent. 2 cards in hand. Don't see how he deals 16 damage. I mean, Tanuk does have to survive. Still 4 mana to work with. Create a bunch of tokens. Find a bunch of land. These do have Summoning Sickness. Good. Well, no, he just went unknown card in hand. It's a Kyoshi Island. Let's absolutely go. We got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. We got him, and we're just grooving to some tunes right now. We'll hit the opponent with the Karn crowd surfing. Of course, we do it when the gun. Don't want to emote spam. Opponent's probably thinking about his play lines as well, even though he is just in top deck mode. But yeah, we got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Hang the mission accomplished banner behind us. mean, opponent doesn't have anything, right? So I think we can take the block right there. And then here he comes. Warp out Mr. Iridescent. Go ahead and add 6 mana right there. Go ahead and warp out Ralph and Mikey, and then warp out Stormscale. That is storm count of just 2. I thought it would be 3, but that's 3 other dragons. They all gain haste thanks to Tanuk, and then these are all dragons that see each other, so they all pump each other up. So yeah, opponent, that's 18 damage in the air, and Ralph and Mikey have trample as well, so let's go. Yeah, let's absolutely go. I mean, opponent would be forced to block with all of these creatures as well. Even if Ralph and Mikey did not have trample, 18 damage in the air, so opponent goes down to 1. We still have 3 creatures attacking through. He has 3 tokens right here, so he would be left with just 1 token, Gene Pollinator, and a land, and he's in top deck mode, so we groovin'. We grooving and moving, warp speeding out some turtles. Let's go, GG. Yeah, so that's how it's supposed to be done, guys. Oh man, those games feel good. It's like I said, it's like that gambler. You know, we hit some really, and I mean the bad luck we hit. That was some terrible luck we hit earlier, but no, a game like that, yeah, with the Iridescent Tiger into the Stormscale Scion. Let's absolutely go, GG. All right, I think I'll get one more for the road. We'll get one more for the road, and yeah, I know you guys that did stay here, thanks a lot. You did suffer through some pretty nasty games in the beginning. I think some of them were kind of funny though, with some of the bad luck that we got. But yeah, hopefully these putting a smile on your face. All right, we get to go first. Unfortunately, I think this hand is a little bit too expensive, even though we do have shared roots. Commercial District can... Hopefully, Commercial District can help us actually surveil into some power. Cavern of Souls, don't think we need that one. So yeah, we do have the Iridescent Tiger. That one is from the, I mean, again, Shuffler. I don't need 3 Ralph and Mikeys. All right, shared roots. That's easy shared roots. Take the red source. So yeah, finding Tanuk would be nice. The Iridescent Tiger from the Tarkir Dragonstorm set would be kind of nice as well. I mean, we kind of want to find a Tanuk. Opponent's looking to ramp. So, wouldn't be surprised if they're playing with Bajmal Cub, a doubling season deck. Let's go. Ooh. Yeah, I don't think that hand was a keeper. I don't think that hand was a keeper. One goes with Nexus. Gonna just create 8 trillion tokens. Is it the I'm not looking. What's that name? Summon Knights of Round? Oh no, they have their own Krang. That's pretty funny. His just a 3/3, so that's not too powerful. Alright, Encroaching Dragonstorm. We'll do it like that. Hopefully we can hit a land, because then we can go Ralph and Mikey. Another Nexus of Becoming. Draw a card and make a token copy of a Bajmal Cub. So double Bajmal Cub, double land promotion. They're both 3/3s. Ooh. I don't see how we win, guys, because these guys have indestructible. So yeah, that is unfortunate. Into Ouroboros. All right, opponent. A little bit of originality, I'll give you that, but Bajmal into Ouroboros, tale as old as the Legend of Avatar set when Bajmal Cub came out. All right, I do kind of want to end the stream on a win and get one more dub for you guys out there. Yeah, that that tiger is from the Tarkir Dragonstorm set, the Iridescent Tiger. And yeah, I think he is a nice little tech card in the Nuck deck because he does basically add 2 mana. All right, we got to go first. We might slow play this one just because we do need creatures to warp out, but we have a ton of ramp, which is really nice. I definitely don't need another forest. Thank you very much, deck. Oh, Chocobo deck. So landfall. Ooh, there is a Ralph and Mikey. All right, we'll take the mountain. And I think we do go with Tanuk. I don't think the opponent has too many remove spells. They do have that fight spell. Let's see how big he gets his Chocobo. If it's Crackland into Crackland into a fight spell, it might get us, but it would have to be that exact sequence, and that's not a Crackland right there. So and we actually don't need to take any damage from that one. So here comes Mr. Tanuk. And we have a Ralph and Mikey. Really, really good creature to hit. He has a Michelangelo. Whenever you put a counter on a creature, you got to put an extra counter. So this Chocobo gets 2 counters, so it goes up to... Oh, he starts as a 0 power creature. Yeah, that's why I was like, he should be a 4, but he starts as 0 power. Clive is also pretty nice. We'll get Clive next turn, so we'll do it like this. Little Stompy Grounds. It's 5 mana. Glimpse the Core. Go ahead and ramp us a little tiny bit. And then Big Fat Warp Speed. Big Fat Warp Speed. And yeah, that is... Can he crack this one at instant speed? He might be able to. I'm not sure he can. I don't want him to grow the Chocobo to 5 power to take out our Tanuk. Ooh. Do we blow up the Chocobo? That's activate only as a sorcery. He could have Snakeskin Veil. If he does have Snakeskin Veil, he saves Michelangelo anyway. So I think we try and take out the Chocobo. But yeah, it is Snakeskin Veil. So it doesn't matter who we target. They gain Indestructible. Hexproof, yeah. So it's all good. Overlord does stay on the battlefield. And then next turn, we have a nice Clive coming down. And again, if we draw a land, we can go Encroaching Dragonstorm into Clive. But let's see what we draw. Opponent has a fight spell, it looks like. But maybe he wants to take out the Overlord. Yeah, he does have the Chocobo Kick. That is unfortunate, and that's what I was worried about. I called it. I knew he had it. Hopefully he doesn't have another one. That would be crazy if he had another one. That Chocobo Kick is 2 mana. 1 mana fight spell? Is it Bushwhack? No, no Bushwhack. We do draw the land, but it unfortunately comes in tapped. So you know what? I think we just warp out Clive. We still have 3 mana to work with. We got a Devotion of 4, so we get to draw 4 cards right now. Ooh, Itali Juicy. Can also just go with another Ralph and Mikey, who I think is a little bit better. So, I think that's just attack with Ralph and Mikey. I think that's it. Oh, another Overlord opponent. Do you have another? No, you don't. So now if you do choose to block with the Chocobo, you will lose the Chocobo. You do just take all that damage, and we get to keep these creatures on the battlefield. Opponent down to 2. Oh, we only get 1 creature. Okay. It's all good, though. We have 7 mana, so we can play out Ralph and Mikey from the Warp Zone next turn. Tanuk can block for us, and we're up to 17 life. So I don't see how the opponent gets it done, but who knows? No trample. Two more basics. And they come in tapped, right? Yeah, tapped. So opponent just has 2 mana to work with. So easy block. You're only doing 15 damage. Doesn't seem like there's a stick or anything like that. So just a land. Let's get another Ralph and Mikey down. Nice attack all out. Let's go ahead and blow up Michelangelo just to see what we hit with Ralph and Mikey. Opponents picked it up. That is unfortunate, but yeah, really, really good game. Tnuk putting in the work there, able to warp out Ralph and Mikey, finding an Overlord. Next turn, warping out a Clive, where our devotion was up to 4, so we could warp out another Ralph and Mikey, I'm pretty sure, to get down another Overlord. So yeah, let's absolutely go. GG. And guys, I think that is how we end it. That is how we will end today's stream. Nice little hour and a little bit for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. This will be Monday's video. I'll probably look to get a few more games. But for those of you guys that were here hanging out with me, dude, thank you guys so much. I think we always have a really, really fun time here. I love chatting with you guys. Love hearing about how you guys are doing. I hope you enjoyed the games. They definitely got better towards the end. But yeah, this is the deck that we're rocking. Tnuk, Steadfast second is the main card. Ralph and Mikey, I think this updated version is a little bit better. We took out the little ramp cards. I don't know whose suggestion that was. Maybe it was Fearless. Maybe it was Horror Story. But one of you guys said we should maybe take out the creature ramp to go with more sorcery ramp. So we included Glimpse the Core. And then I think we cut the ramp all together to go with Pyroclasm. It hasn't come in clutch yet, but I can totally see Pyroclasm being pretty useful. Yeah, it was Fearless that suggested it. Yeah, I think that is probably overall pretty good, just because with Ralph and Mikey, technically also Etali. If you don't have Ralph and Mikey and you warp out an Etali, when Etali enters, no, it's when he attacks, sorry, you can hit a card from the top of both libraries. I mean, I guess Pyroclasm's a pretty bad hit as well, but yeah, just those tiny ramp creatures, it does feel really bad. I think the one time that we attacked with Etali, we literally hit a land from the top of our deck and the opponent's deck. I'm not joking. I always feel like that happens to me, guys, when I play Etali, who I absolutely love. One of my favorite creatures, Etali. So, anyways, we're getting a little bit lost in the sauce. This is my Tnuk Steadfast second deck. It will be Monday's video. And yeah, you can meme a little bit. Here is the Iridescent Tiger. I think Horror Story was asking about that one. It is from the Tarkir Dragonstorm set, and he is just an uncommon, or is that common? I never know the rarity between those two. He's a budget-friendly one, though. But yeah, warping this guy out for 3, he adds 5 mana himself then, so you technically go up 2 mana, which is pretty nice. And then yeah, being able to hopefully warp out another creature, and then hopefully the Stormscale Scion to get your storm count up to 2. Then you do have 3 of those dragons. They all pump each other up, so yeah. So yeah, that's the deck. And yeah, thank you guys for joining me. I hope you enjoyed those later games. I think they did get pretty good. Everyone else who was here, just lurking, 100% A-okay. Glad that you were spending some of your time with me on your Saturday. I know weekends are, you know, pretty nice time for everyone. Hopefully relax from their work week. And I hope, yeah, you could relax with me. I hope you had a good time. I'm always here to try and put a smile on your guys' face. Try and play with some fun decks. With a little tiny bit of jank, but, you know, try and make it a little bit competitive, even though this one, I think we saw from the beginning games, definitely not the most competitive deck. But yeah, I think that is indeed how we will end the stream. Thank you guys all so much for joining me. Remember, it is the internet out there, so you can't trust anyone out there except your boy right here. Me, you can always trust, and I'm just gonna end it like I always end it. I love you guys. Peace out.